Cooperate with this, you fucking bitch! Leave us the fuck alone! Yeah, okay,
Everyone
come on,
hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, target is the police station. Got 3 prisoners to rescue. I'm marking it now.
I see it.
Got it. I'm heading over. Ooh, looks like there's a stash nearby.
Oh my god! The Norks will kill us!
This police station is a high security target. It's gonna be swarming. Could be worth me running a distraction.
Less bad guys we have to deal with, the better.
Yeah, sounds good. Found me a checkpoint should do it.
Okay, I'm on it.
That away, man. We don't need a gunfight.
Cool.
Fucking free.
They won't see this coming.
You left.
Nice one.
What's going on? Are you resistance? Shit, I'm out of here. Ain't sticking around to see you get shot.
Watch the guards.
Yeah, don't get stepped on. Perfect.
Careful. Okay, here we go.
Boom. That woke him up.
Head for the tunnel. I'm calling in for support.
Stay down!
Here come my guys. I'll let them take the heat.
Just in time.
Reloading!
Looks like we got a big fight breaking out in the red zone.
Let's get involved.
Got me in.
Push up! Push up! Go! Go! Go!
Just up ahead.
Firing! Kill shot! Kill
Yeah, the
shot!
squads have all the fun. Let's get in there.
They're really going at it. Everyone ready? Let's do this.
Desperately need eyes in the zone to figure out what they're up to. Head south and scout the old market square. Tobias and Isaac are taking their teams out to sweep the rest of the zone.
Come in, dispatch.
Dispatch here.
It's Tobias. The Eagles have reached our objective, and we're all clear.
Say again, Tobias. Did you say all clear?
Sure did. We have 0 activity. There isn't a single Nork in sight.
Copy that. Continue your search. The KPA must be out there somewhere.
Contact. I got eyes on a Nork patrol. They're heading towards the market square.
Roger that, Isaac. You and the Firebirds hold position and stay out of sight. Wraiths, take out that patrol and make sure they don't get any closer to the safe house. We can't have the KPA discover our location.
support. Fuck! Shit!
Tobias, you had to contact the Firebirds?
Negative, dispatch. No contact. We can't hold this position. We're gonna have to pull the Eagles back.
Okay, get your people out of there. Wraiths, you also need to pull back.
No worries. Let's get out of here.
Wraiths, what's the delay? You have no support out there. Get your asses back now. Okay, Wraiths. This is a full-blown KPA assault. We're right in the middle of it. We need you to hold your position while we prepare our evacuation of the safe house. We cannot let them through.
Thanks for the help. It was starting to look bad for us. Eagles, get your shit together. I doubt that's the last we've seen of the Norks today.
Heads up. There's more KPA moving in on your position. The evacuation is almost complete. Just buy us more time.
I hate being right all the time. Okay, people, look alive. We have more incoming.
House is clear, but the Norks have figured us out. We need you all back here to establish a perimeter around the safe house. While we rig the safe house below. I'll let you know when it's time for you to pull out.
Roger that, dispatch. Okay, people, this is where we hold them. Get ready to fall back on my mark. You won't have long to get out of here.
Hey, through here.
Still, while the peacekeeper approaches you.
You can spring the trap if you want, Brady. You pull that lever, and down they go.
I just hope it works. Ready on the barrels. Not yet. Wait. Now.
the whole zone.
Dana, this is Isaac. Flat on the breeze here. Where are you guys?
Isaac, sit tight. Okay, I'm sending Brady to join you. Me, Lenny, and G-Man will follow up. Just stay out of trouble. Brady, Isaac needs backup fast. There's a bike in that shipping container over there.
So fucked up. What's there?
Brady, stay back. Sniper. Luce is dead. I really fucked this up. That sniper is too fucking good. You gotta deal with her. Fuck, man, you did it. Get to the transceiver. Go, go. Leave me. Go get the intel.
Brady! We run into a wall of KPA here! We can't break through! Try and get in behind them and reach the transceiver!
This is Philly Alpha. Our strike teams are still waiting for their targets. If the longer this goes on, the more chance they'll get spotted. We can have a bloodbath on our hands if we don't get the transceiver data.
Philly Alpha! This is Dana! We're stalled, but Brady's trying to sneak it!
New guy. Shit, Brady, you pulled us off into one hell of a debut, buddy. Counting on this info.
Put your hands above your head, interlock, heel on the ground.
Has been taken from us. Only together can we take it back. We must make their numbers a weakness and their tanks a burden. We hit and we run, knowing we won't all come back. But we will learn. And we will improve our gear, our weapons, our skills. So long as we live, we fight. As we advance further, they'll come at us harder. With bigger guns and better tactics. So we fight, we fail, we fight again. We will hit them where they feel safest. We are the few, but we are not alone.
This game to sort of really encompass this guerrilla warfare, and kind of it made sense for us to go open world, and we have now this kind of open environment, this open sort of guerrilla combat on the streets of Philadelphia.
Yeah, you're talking about guerrilla combat. These guys are using everything available to take down their enemy here. This is the scrappy revolution force, so we see a lot of combination, a lot of you're making your own items here, your own weapons.
Yeah. So, I mean, the KPA have basically us Korean People's Army. They're, like I said earlier, they're sort of in full control. And any kind of, they've taken over with their superior technology and their drone presence, and any kind of attempt to go head-on against the KPA sort of always ends badly for the resistance, for the kind of the American fighters who are still sort of trying to push back. So they improvise, and they use these guerrilla tactics to sort of you know, sabotage, infiltrate, ambush their KPA counterparts. And it's these sort of hit and run tactics that we're going to see in this demo, that sort of you know, getting in, striking at the enemy, and then getting out and sort of melting back into the environment before the KPA have sort of had a chance to respond.
So who is our military genius that is in charge of leading this revolution?
Well, you play as Ethan Brady in the story, and he sort of starts off as a everyday sort of regular guy. He's you know, a shop worker, games journalist.
Excellent. Close to home.
Yeah, and you know, as the story progresses, he sort of you know, joins in with the resistance. I don't want to give too much away on the story, but sort of there's a path that he takes through there to kind of instigate this sort of second war of independence.
Wow. So I was just going to say this game is gorgeous, but it's also quite ridiculous. We see somebody here peeing and I guess getting focused on
I mean, what we're showing here is sort of the open environment of the world, and sort of this is kind of this sort of brutality that we see the KPA sort of, they don't really pull their punches. You know, anyone who kind of steps out of line sort of gets dealt you know, a heavy force back at them. So yeah, that's kind of what we're showing here now.
So, I mean, this is the future, but we've also been set a while back in technology in the U.S., I guess, for the Revolution fighters. So what kind of weapons are we going to see here that they're going to be using?
Yeah, so they don't, the Resistance fighters don't have the same access to the technology that the KPA have here, so they're kind of improvised. They end up kind of building their own weapons and sort of looking out for, you know, exploring the environment to find scavenge that they can build and create their own improvised weaponry.
And we've seen some unique elements here. He had his camera out. He was, I guess, you know, casing the joint, checking out what he was going to, how he was going to approach.
I mean, so what we see here, this kind of this symbol up at the top here, this is kind of what we call this resistance language. They leave these signs around the world for each other, and you kind of look out for this, and sort of, you know, that's where you can kind of give each other scavenger balls and weaponry. And we saw a brief glimpse there of kind of this uprising going on, so as you kind of chip away at the KPA's sort of stranglehold on the environment, you gain uprising, and as you do that, the world will evolve and react to your sort of presence. So here, this uprising mechanic here that we've implemented.
So that's interesting. Is there, aside from completing the game, completing missions, does that automatically sort of rally people to you?
Yeah, so, I mean, so we call it an evolving Philadelphia. It's a dynamic, evolving world that the player plays in. And at the start of the game, the KPA, like I said earlier, are in full control, and you see that through the actions of the civilians and how people interact with you, and certain gameplay areas aren't available to the player, but as the player kind of gains this uprising mechanic, the world naturally evolves around them, and you'll see the sort of behaviours change differently, but then also as kind of you unlock further levels of uprising, new areas become available to the player. So the world that you see at the start of the game isn't the world you'll see at the end of the game.
That is pretty exciting. So what else am I missing here? We have a huge open world gameplay. We have some incredible weapons that we're going to get a chance to use. He's building something right here, I'm guessing, what he's grabbing off.
Yeah, so here we see the player going into a stash. This has sort of been hidden away, and there's kind of a weapon mod there, which I'll touch more on later. And he's kind of picked up an RC car, which he can kind of use to create these improvised explosive devices, pop them on the RC car, and kind of you know, I mean, we'll see it in a bit. I don't want to give too much away before we go into it.
That's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about the team that you have working on this game. Where do they come from? What are their influences? And what are you bringing to the game personality-wise?
So the game is based in the Nottingham Studios. So there's a lot of ex-Free Radical guys, you know, working there, Time Splitters guys there. We've also got people in Frankfurt working on it who've sort of come off the Crisis project. So it's a real real mix of sort of talents on that.
Do you have a favorite element of the game?
Yeah, I mean I do, but I don't think we've revealed it yet, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But so I think we just touched on it there, this resistance support mechanic, but I don't want to go too much into it. But
yeah, this feels very natural here. That you know, you've got some technology. You see games incorporating the technology that we have today.
Yeah.
So you know, a lot of games you're running around the woods with guns. Well, it would be solved with a cell phone. It would be solved with a text message.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Are we going to have some non-violent solutions here also?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want to sort of go back to the heritage, back to the roots of the Crytek sort of brand. And what we've done here, and you can kind of see what we're trying to do here, is kind of create these 360 setup scenarios where it's not just about you know, one way to attack we're attacking a police station here. Not just about one way to solve a problem, but you really allow the player to think about how they're going to tackle each one.
So all we see here, the vehicles coming in.
Yeah, so what we've shown here is so there's an explosion, a distraction's gone off in the distance that the player's been a part of, and that drawing the KPA out of their location. And obviously you can see it's still heavily fortified, so the player can't just charge in their guns blazing as you would in you know, a more traditional shooter.
So that's not an option then, the run and gun.
Well, you could, but you know, we're not encouraging it. By the way, we're balancing the game, so you know, we don't want the player to just be able to charge in guns blazing and sort of do everything, you know, really easily. They've really got to think about how they're going to get to their objective, and that's kind of what we see here with this. We call it the Guerrilla Toolkit. So he's able to build and craft these items from scavenge and then combine them to create kind of interesting and varied scenarios for how they're going to tackle a situation.
All right, this looks like an interesting element here. He's constructed a rolling C4.
Yeah, and basically this sort of the objective is to get a bomb on the door, and yeah, you could go in, you know, and shoot everyone up, but chances of success on that are very kind of you know, slight. So it's this hit and run tactics where you've kind of got to use your noggin a little bit about how you're going to get into the scenario. So here we see him using the cover of a vehicle, going in and getting that bomb sort of past the KPA and onto his objective.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm focused on this little guy here. He's gonna make it all the way to the door. There we go. Okay.
Here we go.
So do you have anybody helping you out in this game? Do you have you know, like a buddy, you know, somebody you want to protect, hang out with?
So I mean that sort of touches on the feature that I sort of hinted at earlier. We have this concept of resistance support, so it's not a specific kind of co-op buddy, I think, in the traditional sense of the word, but you can call in kind of resistance that you recruit to help you in certain situations. So here we've kind of shown that he's kind of called in resistance support in his location, but you can kind of call them in to create distractions, to get to come and help you shoot, or to kind of help you blend back into the environment.
So you are their leader. They will follow you to their death if you command. Not quite.
Not quite, yeah. Like I
not
say, I don't want to give too much of the story away, but yeah, you kind of, it's not so much that you're the leader of the resistance and by pushing them forward. You're sort of just an everyday guy who's kind of part of this resistance. And we're really keen not to make it that you're this sort of super soldier that's taking on the world, and more you're sort of this, you know, just involved in resistance.
Almost there.
Without giving too much away.
Without giving too much away. That is the toughest part of talking about games that are about to come out. Don't give too much away. But without giving too much away, what are you guys planning, you know, once you get everybody in this game, what are they really going to be able to do maybe with each other? Am I going to be able to play with friends at all?
Yeah, so I don't want to go too much into the sort of the multiplayer side of things. We'll talk more about that later, but we are going to support 4-player co-op in this. But that's just a little teaser and no more on that. But here what we can say is the kind of the advanced weapon customization that we've got, so it's kind of creating and crafting these your own weapons on this. So an M4 to start isn't necessarily an M4 at the end of the game.
It's dark times here.
So I'll touch a little bit on kind of what we're seeing here. So at the start of the game, the player was inside what we call a yellow zone, which is these sort of police districts. And as
Okay, Wraiths, listen up. The KPA outpost is west of your position. We need you to infiltrate it and neutralize all resistance. Once the base is secure, open the gates. Tobias and his men will head to your location once you signal the all clear. They'll be your drivers for the heist, so keep them safe. This area is crawling with KPA. Stay alert and keep your heads down. Keep your eyes peeled. These Nork strongholds are built upon the ruins of Philadelphia. There are probably multiple ways inside if you take a look. Nice work, team. These tunnels likely lead right into the heart of the outpost.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Good job. Now, get to the control room and get the gates open for Tobias and his squad.
Hold your fire, Wraiths. We are entering the stronghold. Okay, we're good to go. Form up around the trucks and we'll get this show on the road. Enemy troops moving in from the right.
Kill shot.
KPA up ahead. Protect the trucks. Holy shit! Don't let the box
hard not to float away from all this shit.
Here they come!
There's a group of Norks holed up ahead. We need them flushed out before we can proceed. Keep up, Wraiths. We need to get out of here ASAP.
Shit, roadblock. Time for diversion.
America. Today we celebrate the KPA Peacekeeping Administration's 4th year of wise and prudent governance. Our hearts full of hope as we rebuild America together.
Yeah, right. Talk about hope.
All labor report to designated stations before curfew.
This is the real Philadelphia, 2029. For 4 years, we've been held hostage in our own city.
Making your city a safer place and helping you to find a better future.
But some of us finally woke up. Forget peacekeeping. This is war on our own soil. Every day, more people are disappearing. And God only knows what the Norks are doing to them. Out there in the wastelands, it's shoot on sight. But at least we're still free. But this is Yellow Zone. That means heavy KPA security. So we hide in plain sight. We blend into the crowd. We operate right under their feet, waiting for the moment to strike. They might have the upper hand now, but we got a few tricks up our sleeves. Remember, the revolution is nowhere. The revolution is everywhere. You are the revolution.